Well, the first question, and these are for both of you to respond to, obviously they're kind of pointed towards one person or the other, but the first one is for Mr. Hitchens. Using the evolutionary process, where do you, and you answered this a little bit, but if you could expound on it, where does the concept of human thought and the ability to reason come in, especially in dealing with things that would seem to go against the evolutionary concept? The idea you mentioned before was self-sacrifice. Why would there continue to be something like self-sacrifice if that's not going to continue to move on to species? So where does that idea, the ability to reason, come from using evolution?
Well, I think the question may be confusing the idea of reasoning with the idea of self-sacrifice, which isn't necessarily an irrational one. My favorite example, I think, would be because we do need an explanation, or it would be nice to have one. It's a good speculation. Why do people get pleasure from doing things that aren't necessarily in their interest, just for the sake of other people? I hope no one in this room hasn't had that feeling at a certain point. And it's very nice that we have it, along with all our predatory and selfish and other survival necessary attributes. I think my favorite example is that of giving blood. I like giving blood. I like the feeling that I'm giving someone else a life-giving fluid. I am giving it. I'm also not losing it. It doesn't take very long to replenish a pint of blood, so it's a really wonderful gift relationship to have. You haven't lost a pint, but you've given one. So there's no need for any sort of feel-good or self-congratulation about it. You haven't really made a big sacrifice, but you've taken a little time, you've thought about other people. And then I have a very, very rare blood group, and I'm very anxious that there be enough blood when it's my turn. So there's every interest in the good feeling that I have, the warm feeling that I have, being one that evolution has given me for my sake and for everybody else's. I don't think there's anything very mysterious about that, do you? Apparently not. Okay. It doesn't require that I have a divine spark. It doesn't require any design. It doesn't require any programming. And I'm perfectly aware of the fact that a lot of people don't do it. Don't. And of course there are a lot of people who don't care about others at all. We call them sociopaths. And the design apparently also makes quite a lot of psychopaths, people who can only be happy making other people unhappy. These are all children of God as well, according to you. It's not my problem. That's exactly what you would expect from the imperfectly evolved primate species. No mysteries there. Nothing to explain, nothing to call on God about. Why did you allow Hitler? We know where Hitler comes from. There's no, the principle of Occam's razor in logic and philosophy. Keep it by you at all times. Don't make mysteries where none exist. Don't increase the number of unnecessary and complex questions. Very important principle. It's death to religion, that principle.
Would you like to respond to that as well?
Maybe just follow up.